Hello, I am Desto24. I hope you guys are based on staying clean and basic enough, stay safe. Cause today, and here in Reverses, it's a battle between two surprisingly somewhat childs. Well, actually, I think they're a child, but basic enough. It's a battle between these two goddesses, or at least so well. But the other side, this is a battle between Viridi, the goddess of nature, versus Daisy, the somehow power, the queen of history, and the power of the god powers that being life and death. And before you guys start debating, currently they're somewhat different age. With that being said, let's get an analysis. Start off with Viridi. There's unknown about Veridi's origin or her history and why she done this, but there's one thing we could say, that Viridi in the game of Icarus Uprising, she said that she, over the course of time, she just became disgusted with destruction of nature from the humanization. So the only way to start restoring it is destroy the humanization. And basically enough from that being said, it does actually kind of work, and mostly that she became well, I'll use a clip from Dragon Ball Z Bridge to say it.
Racist.
And before you ask, yes, that is a wonderful clip of saying what she is doing and based on her goal. She does pretty much racist during that time. But based on over time hates nature of destruction, so based on her they decided to team up with Pit and Palutena, which she is somewhat anti-hero, more than a goddess. Well, okay, but let's get to Daisy's origin for a sec. Basically now, Daisy's origin is a bit complicated. The showman details about Daisy's birth are pretty much unclear, although to his friends, this is taken before giving Gear's 10th installment. That being said, it's a bit tricky, don't hear me on this. Basically now, she considered as a Gear in game, and it's been absolutely troublesome in the 100-year war against the Gears. In the short time, Daisy's foster parents hid her in a great woods to be sure that she's, well, basically now protected. But over time, she later abused her hand of captors, she later escaped and basically became a bounty against the government. Since then, she's been in several groups, and basically at her prime, such as being member of the Jellyfish Pirates. Yeah, not much origin information I'm getting for both the characters, but however, what make up for their abilities? To start off with it is Viridi. She's god of nature, or the mother of nature at best. She can able to summon her own force of nature at her side, but don't worry, I don't think that counted here in this debate. But what she is known for is controlling plants as well as creating their own, such as she will create and shape a million plants that includes wood, mines, and of course anything that related to nature. And not only that, she can also eliminate life, which she can able to breathe into the creation that she like to perform. And she also shown to have forceful creation when Dark King up against Dark Pit and Pit. She also surprised at telekinesis, where she can able to probably can use it to levitate or even fly. And for some reason, she can able to break the fourth wall. That's right, a goddess actually break the fourth wall, knowing that she is inside the game. Although to be fair, it's most likely used in Smash Bros. And in her own series, but that's a different time. Although to be fair, her arsenal she had to use is her staff, which she can use to control the plants, and teleport anyone such as Dark Pit or even Pit. But her iconic one is actually her reset bombs, a special warhead that can able to call down and annihilate any human or any trace of civilization. In short, it can level a whole entire civilization under one go. It's kind of like a nuclear warhead, but 10 times only eliminating human life, but not nature's life. Gods of nature, people. But however, unlike Viridi, these abilities are pretty much insane. She's actually an expert with mage, especially with some pure magic. And knowing that, she has abilities of both life and death. For starters, Nuko is the right wing of her abilities. With it, he can, well, basically now, is represented by a death, aka the Grim Reaper. It's ability to Daisy to become much more ruthless, and can be manifest himself as a mass of snakes or a giant worm at best. And it can be good to use as a weapon, and sometimes even current advantage and decapitated or even to die. And on the left, its wing is Yudi, represents as a life, or in other words, angel. Basically now, she is capable of helping out, and knowing that one of her abilities is pretty much helping out with Daisy with some other abilities, such as being, well, based on being resurrected, mind manipulation, and so forth. Yeah, those two abilities are, yeah, these two able to answer to all her abilities, especially with some movesets and her instant kills. And her instant kills have mostly ended with her win at best. Although to be fair, Viridi has some feats of her own as well. Well, that being the fact that she did become the goddess, but knowing that she can also, well, to be honest, can break the fourth wall, and her fingernails could easily capable of destroying a planet, and even can mutilate the complete form of nature. But that's where it all ends, because to be fair, Veridi's only debate of flaws that she has is mostly it's more likely the fact that she can yet display any directed combat, mostly because she just been a supporting character. Plus knowing that some of the advanced technology she possesses can be easy to be destroyed, such as being destroyed with a reset bomb by Pit. Despite putting Pit at her wanted to die list at least. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Also, I forgot one more thing about Daisy. She also possesses her true form, which that being the fact that, well, even though I'm not showing the clip, but it never been shown on screen, but in intro she can able to use it, assuming that it can able to work at least. Although to be fair, even without it, she did perform some feats, such as being after being adopted by her family, and also knowing that she is considered enough a threat in a post-war adversary version, place her in at least rank S+, and as well a few wins such as Bankai, 80, I know twice, etc. Although to be fair, the only main promise about DZ is mostly because she is a glass cannon. She is extremely hostile towards the idea of killing anyone, because, well, she is a pacifist, to be honest. I mean, she is the age of 8. And before you ask, yes, that's her age. Her age is 8. Don't look up at Google, kids. But anyways, she hasn't actually shown any experience using the gear visual in the current timeline at least. Or for now. For that being said, Daisy is surprisingly as strong and a bit complicated in gaming and story as well. Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, I think sometimes be weird. But that being said, these two have some really interesting and insane abilities, and one of them can able to control life and death, especially had the Grim Reaper and the Angel on her wings. But that being said, this battle is between these two, and the winner of this episode could go either way, but I feel like this is a total stomp at best. The winner of this fight, in some ways, is Dizzy. And yeah, facing up, it's no doubt she'd be the winner, for the good reasons. Although to be fair, Viridi does her advantages. That being said, her advantages is mostly just being in the talent and experience category. Because let's be honest here, she mostly is a goddess to my belief, but it's just shown that she had much of her experience as well as intelligence. But that's where it ends for her, because most of the feats that Dizzy has gotten to her is because, well, at best, in the same way, and the Guilty Gear universe, that easily surpass Viridi at all times. Such as, for example, where she can, in speed, where she is immeasurable, where at the level and her seriousness with Kyle, where he can able to keep up with Soul Bad Guy, where he can able to keep up with Jacko, and she can be around at least 32 trillion times of speed of light, something that Viridi cannot even keep up with. And that's mostly because of the fact that she can't able to skill to other characters who are goddesses such as Palutena. But even then, it's actually not quite enough, even though it is massively faster than light. As for lifting train and striking train and attack point, see, this is definitely goes towards Dizzy, because scaling to other characters like say Kao, who can able to be matched with Justice, where she can able to be superior to any large class spheres, which are around maybe somewhere in 14 trillion tons. As for her striking strength is her power, and power is at best universal level, where she can able to learn far more of her powers than expected, even some I didn't mention here in the episode. And plus, it can't with those kind of powers, it can't able at least somewhere reviving Justice, or even can be at a level of Soul Bad Guy, where who can able to exist simultaneously, where it will be erased every day in the universe by merging with a backyard. If for those who don't know what it is, the backyard, and no, not the one in the house, is mostly like another dimension, a higher plane of existence, where it can destroy the universe itself. And that's just a scratch of the surface. And for the durability, it's pretty much similar to the striking strength, where she can able to fight against Soul and Justice, who were able to be erased every day in the universe and merging it with the backyard. And after all that time, while Viridi may have much more intelligence and experience than Daisy, but even in the end, Viridi's abilities as well as her own experience pretty much got stopped on from Daisy's incredible power control power as well as high advanced techniques as well as abilities. I mean, let's face it, if a god of nature can face off against a mortal have power to both life and death, then basically the side will be pretty much in the end. I guess you could say that these have the right gear to take down this mother of nature. The winner of this Reverses episode is none other than Drizzy, or Dizzy. Sorry, pronounced it wrong. The winner is Dizzy.
Get ready for the next battle.